Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. We are going to start off by getting the Grunty Switch Jiggy from Freeze Easy Peak. We hit that switch and then we have 12 seconds to make it all the way back out to the other lair room and use that flight pad before it disappears. And of course we would have had to get rid of the spider web that was there earlier. And we make it just in time. We now have to fly back into this room and then up to the top of the wall, I guess it is, of Freeze Easy Peak's entrance without getting hit by the snowman, and up to the top up here where our Jiggy is, and flight pad to get back down. So this will be the first 15-minute video that I upload, seeing as YouTube has extended its upload time limit. That's good for us because I can now get more done per video and you guys get to see the whole game faster. But moving on, we are going to, if I can find it, go over here. Okay, yeah. Go up this ramp and deeper yet into the layer. There's another note door up here for 450 notes. We have 600. Let's go through it. Well, after Banjo stopped dancing. Banjo seems to like to dance in celebration a lot. And this will take us to a room full of water and one of those landmines. Let's swim through this tunnel. Now I will admit I am not as familiar with this part of the game as I am with earlier parts of the game. That tends to happen when I just kind of get bored and stop playing the game halfway through, but I know it well enough to get around. We are going to keep swimming through here and into yet another room, and we're going to keep swimming down here, even though it keeps getting harder to see and I can barely see the floor. Hopefully it's just the brightness on my TV. I don't know though. And if we come back up for air, there is a grate, one of those fish, and then a series of platforms. So if we can get around the fish, which, like I said in a much earlier video, will attack you, and apparently will also follow you. If we can get up these ledges, we can get over here to this puzzle, which I just accidentally got out of. If we fill it in, which takes a whole 10 jiggies, we unlock Mad Monster Mansion, and we have to walk quite a ways back to get to the entrance. So not much else to do here. There's a Mumbo token behind there. I could go get it, but I don't really need it, so I'm gonna let it go. Basically now it's to go back the way I came. But I can't see the entrances underwater. There we go. Mad Monster Mansion, yes, is the next level. Definitely not my favorite level. I tend to die frequently, although I don't know why. It's not that difficult of a level. It's a rather large level though. Not quite as big as Treasure Trove Cove, but there's lots of places to go in and around. And I should probably get some air before I die. And do you remember back where we unlocked the Gobi Desert painting or puzzle? Yes, that is where we need to go to get to Mad Monster Mansion. It is just past there. And back through here. And so we need to go into the mouth of the witch's head again. Seems weird, there's mini witch's head inside the large witch's head that is the lair. But I am not going to bash the interior designer of Grunty's lair. We'll talent shot here to make it just a bit faster. Past the painting and up this path. There is one of those big, dark, scary cave entrances, and if we go through here, we will arrive in a graveyard. And it will take us to the Mad Monster Mansion. There's actually something behind the Mad Monster Mansion other than that beehive. If you keep going back here, yeah, back over here, there is another building down there that we can't really do much with because the door is too tiny. So guess what that means? It means there's a Mumbo in this level, but we will not get to talk to him for a little bit anyway. And if Kazooie would stop getting stuck in the stairs, we can enter. And so here it is, Mad Monster Mansion. Right off the bat, we have 4 notes here. We can open this door, and we can go inside, but I don't think there's much of anything I can do in here from this point of view, although maybe. Yeah, we can't wake him up and the floor creaks. So I'm pretty sure that we can't do anything from here, but we will be back here from another entrance. And if we go to the left, there's a window that we can break and go in. That will take us into a room with a skeleton, who, much like Dead Bones, don't completely die. The enemies similar to those in Clanker's Cavern in these paintings. I believe there's one over here too, or not. And in here there just appears to be feathers and this skeleton. So there's nothing much in this room, although if you're running low on red feathers, I guess it could be helpful. There is a bat. I don't think there's anything else over here. If we go the other way around the mansion, we will arrive at this room. We can go in here too. Basically any window you see on the building that's not like covered up can be broken and entered. This room is much similar to the last one, except it has eggs instead of feathers, but I need eggs, so as of right now this is a much better room than the previous one. And I missed a few eggs in the corner, but I don't think I need them that much for this level. Past this bat, there is the cellar. We can beak bust through the door and go down there. So you can hear a ghost laughing in the background. That's this guy. I don't know if he does anything. I don't think so. There's eggs in here. Can't open that one. 2 or 1 gold feathers in there. Here's our first Jinjo. The purple Jinjo for once. Usually he turns out to be the last. And here is a Jiggy. And just like that, there's just a Jiggy sitting here. So that's our first Jiggy of Mad Monster Mansion. And here's a Mumbo token. And in here is evidently nothing. So that is what is in those wine crates. And if we go back out, not sure what I can do with the time limit. Well, there's 3 notes over here. There's a few gates that need to be opened, so that's one of them. I guess we can try to get inside the church. Or no, here, we can do this. If we can get in here, and I think there is a shock jump pad behind the building, because there are notes and a Momo token up there. And that would be right. I think you need the talent shot to stay up here, although I'm not sure. Better safe than sorry. Notes and a Momo token, and back inside the door for another attempt at a Jiggy. I hope this will be fast. Sometimes it can be fast, sometimes it can be very slow. I don't like it that much. What we have to do is we have to go around and we have to spell Banjo-Kazooie without getting hit by that ghost or landing on any of the witch's panels. I think it resets then, or we might just take damage. Nope, we just take damage from the ghost, I think. Yeah. And so here's the N. The J is back over here. You get a pretty large amount of time to do this, although if you don't know where the letters are, it can be somewhat rough. Here's the O. Not quite sure where the K is. Somewhere. Here it is. We'll let the ghost go by. The other A is down here, I think. Yeah, here it is. Z is back across the room. I don't know what the purpose was of having us do this on an ice block, but I don't know. It's not too bad. I don't know if that was my second O. I don't think it was, so I need to go find another one. Here it is, and we have 7 seconds to get the I and the E. I don't think I'm going to do it. Nope, this thing moves just a bit too slow. Almost, though. Almost. Well, I know where the letters are now. It just kicks us back to the start. I don't think we lose a life. No, we don't. We're going to go back and give that another attempt, though. Although it's not through there. It's back over here. What else is there? I don't know. This level seems pretty self-explanatory. There's not too many secrets. Some of the notes can be hard to find, but it doesn't turn out to be that bad in the end. I think this is one of the only missions that is possible to fail. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't hard. Then again, a lot of the time, none of the Banjo-Kazooie missions are hard. Where'd the J go? I think it's back over here. I don't know why there's a ghost that doesn't want us to spell our own name, but I don't know. I don't make the game. I'm not here to judge that ghost's actions, but I will point out that he is purple and most of the other ghosts in the game are green. Oh, and he just got me. K-A-Z. Believe me, if I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. And we get hit again, and I'm actually going to die very soon if I don't get health. But we should make it with more than enough time this time around. Here's the I, and the last letter is the E. Hopefully you can make it before the ghost shows up. And we do it. And so the ice block will break itself, and we can get the Jiggy inside of it. Only after it's done talking, though. So I can go grab 2 notes. It's a very strange mission, but it's not too bad. It's kind of just like another minigame. This location isn't used to make cheats like the Treasure Trove Cove one is. Let's see, we have about 2 minutes left. And we are going to go through here without getting hit by skeletons. And there is a little area over here that we have to break the gate to. That has, well, if we can get up on the ledge, a Jinjo in the middle of, I think that's toxic water, and a vine whipping around that will do damage to us. There's a mission around the corner. We'll try to grab that quick. It is to make it inside the bell tower within the time limit. I think we have like 15 seconds, yeah, 14 seconds to get there. And so we take the running boots and we gotta dash off over there. And it gets pretty close, but I think most of the time you get there with like 1 or 2 seconds left. Not that hard. You don't actually get a Jiggy for it, but you get to come in here, which is probably where our video will end, because there are a few things to do in here, least of which being ghosts. There's a way to defeat those ghosts. I don't remember what it is, though. Not entirely sure. Only got about a minute left, so probably not going to get too much more done. Up here's a Mumbo token, and I believe we're about to start a Jiggy mission, so I'm going to let this go here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.